this in the slightest. Not prepared at all.
30 seconds left.
No, I don't want that. I would like to get my chat up. Thank you. Like, seriously? Put it on the one tab. There's no fucking need for that. Jamesy boy, get a party open, sir. Alright, I'm just gonna go and do some cowboy shit. Right, I'm here. James has finally started the party. You can join that in the 2 wee settings and it will be good to go. Better put the headset on so I can hear James. And so everybody else can. Whoa, Jamie wants to have death to volleyball and golly. Probably not Jamie because we don't seem to want to win. And Jez confirmed it's dry, rain, dry. Only light rain. Sweet. Hopefully it makes it a bit better. I've done the basic thing of turning it on and off and it worked. So I'm hoping we're all good. And I'm just connecting to the party to join James, and that should be me good to go with Jamesy boy, the stat man. Volume in this as well now. He's connecting. I think he's here now.
Hello.
There we go, we've got him.
How's it going?
Very, very rushed about and very last minute, but I'm here. We're good to go.
Yeah. Molly says that you'll pop in a bit.
No worries. We'll see how this goes. If I'm absolutely dead at work tomorrow, then aye, it'll strictly be my farewell appearance next week. But we'll see what happens. That's all determined of how I go and work tomorrow. Obviously I'm off.
Really sounds nice one.
I'm off next Thursday, so I'm more than happy.
That's too bad.
Jez asked my mic's working. I hope it's working. I managed to fix it in OBS Studio.
Let me have a look.
Wolfie says 28, 29 degrees. I know that because I saw fucking felt today. Feature race, rain 27 to 30 degrees. Sprint race, dry, cloudy, 29 to 30. So this feature race could be interesting.
I wouldn't call it 29 degrees in the tracks. You've got 40 in this bedroom.
Most of the day I've sat probably about 28, 29 degrees and with a boiler suit on, so I have been absolutely roasting. Jess says it's 33. Now, we had the bad thunderstorms last night. Well, 3 AM that woke me up. But
Oh yeah, for the last 5-6 hours it's still on there.
seems to be not too bad now.
Oh, it's still going. Yeah, your audio's good.
Audio good? Sweet. So basically, I use basically a USB hub, and I had to take it out to get the printer to work. And when I put it back in, my mic just was fucked. I'm like, alright, why is this? Mucked about my settings for ages and ages. Then I just put my PC on yesterday, a new day. That worked fine. So the simple, if you try turning it off and on, was the solution. Which is too often in this day and age. Right, we don't need much here. Let's put that. We don't need the track map. Put it on anyway. For sectors, as we've got TZ Camsey, I believe that is.
Yeah, TZ Camsey.
Who is in the Carlin car. So what he'll be looking to do is repeat the. Oh, I've just saw PSG 121. That makes me sad. I wanted to enjoy Neymar tears, but I was going to say replicate the Carlin car at the weekend, which of course was Yuki Tsunoda winning the sprint race, and I believe it was Callum Ilott that won the feature race in the Uni Virtuoso.
Yeah, he won the feature. Yeah, he won the feature. Yeah.
Man's learning about F2. Now,
Yeah.
if the game could just update the cars to 2020, would be perfect.
They said September, so
Fingers crossed. Good win, Jamie. Good win on that. That's got in the PSG 121. Well, it was settled as 1-1. Oh.
someone's come.
That's it. JB88 started with a 1:39.6. He's on the soft tyres. DJ Danny does well just to peel it there, though Camsey is finishing his lap. DJ Danny, that's probably a sighter. So obviously you were watching the race last week, broadcasting it. How did the driver started adjusting to the 18 minutes rather than the usual 30? Because I know there's a few that left it to the last minute. Are they
No,
a bit more hectic?
No, it was still rushing the last minute. Said for me 30 minutes, but
So it's a strange one. As I say, the fact that some it's 18, some it's 30, but like you look at it as well, you're doing a 30-minute qualifying for a 50% race. It's a weird one.
yeah, that's true. Only issue is his tyre, really. Don't get enough.
I'm on board with the pros of cons. That's probably very applicable to F1 2020 at the moment. Let's see
Right,
how
we've got
he goes.
5 covering drivers now. We've got Camsey, we've got Marshy set down just to give way for another more active driver, but he's filling in tonight just to race because he's not here next week. We've also got Megster filling in again. Right, he raced in race 2. Pros and cons, he's new to the system.
He was second
Simply-
at 1:43.
Got Simply Mitch, he's making his debut in a tier 1. Did a couple down in reserve league.
So I did notice when I came in, I'm like, there's a few new faces here, so it'll be interesting to see what they do. As we've got Cressy on pole at the moment at 1:39.1, so the soft runners putting in some fairly decent times so far. I think the next person should have DJ Danny quite far on a lap. I think he's slowing down again. Or
Right, it's just getting out of the way.
let's see what kind of time the reigning champion can put. I wonder if we'll see any of our F2 drivers as they approach Cops Corner pull some Alex Albon-esque moves. Round about here. Will any of them have the balls? Of course, in an F2 car, a hell of a lot more trickier to navigate this kind of section of the track. And you can hear there just the massive lift compared to some F1 cars where you can't just floor it there. Big lift.
This track is like there's so many tight turns on these.
Which
The
is
fast right.
not ideal for the F2 car at all.
No.
Scary times, or Mr. Scary, I should say these days, has said James Lytle. So Danny's last lap was a 1:44.7. Will he get closer with another lap on the hards? Of course, it is just getting used to these tyres because they will be the race tyre for the sprint race. And he's in there with a 1:39.2, so just a wee bit off of Crazy. We'll look through the field. Megster's on a lap. Is he just starting his lap, or is it's Maggots and Beckett's, and he's invalidated. Commentator's curse. Fantastic. Who can we curse now? Sorry, Jez. I'm bored with him. Let's give these a wee bit more information. Let's give these the time up in the top right hand corner. Let's see how he handles Maggots and Beckett's. A bit more aggressive there. I always feel this is the worst part. It's like you basically need a good exit for there to line you up for this straight. Purple sector apartment. And then it's all about just getting the right braking point here to give you as much speed as possible to carry in, and then get ready for the low speed corner at the end. Navigates that well. This looks like it's a tidy lap. So 1:39.1 is the pole time at the moment, and Jez is going to beat that with a 1:38.9 on the hard compound tyre as well. Camsey says he's feeling a bit nervous for his debut. I feel a bit nervous anytime I touch an F2 car, so I don't envy you there, buddy. We get Hampy on an invalidated lap. Let's jump on the Hobby with the 2019 Virtuosi car of Luca Giotto, now with High Tech Racing. Of course, this car will now be the car that Callum Ilott would have. Since Guangzhou is still there, we've completely jinxed Aberdeen, coming into the launch there. The yellow flag ahead, someone slowing down. That's just DJ Danny getting out of the way there. Let's see how Hubbady's launch is. Someone that can always produce a good lap time. It's going to be a 1, I think it's going to be in the 40s, a 1:40.9, so P6 for Hubbard on the harbour tyres, he'll still overrun.
Blackwall set his lap time.
Got to go for it, we've got somebody off there. Aiden is somewhere in the Prema, and Wolfie goes 5th with a 1:39.4. We just caught the end of that after seeing Aiden doing donuts. Have we got all VFAs? He's invalidated.
Validated.
So see somebody that's on a hard compound attack. Because that's the thing as well, see, because you've got just the 18 minutes now, you know, there's a lot more action happening at once. When it was kind of people finding gaps, people just getting a bit of clear track to go for it there, as there's a wee kind of wee fly on the screen there, actual end game which was available. Let's see if this is representative for Hubbard, as he just ends sector 2 momentarily. He does seem to back off a wee bit there. Is that just to try to give himself the best launch possible because he went a bit wide here? How far down is he on his timer? Is he up? He is 3 seconds down, so he's backed off a little bit there. Get Bowden a lap, but he's just started, so keep an eye on that. Smates has just started one as well, and all of the faces invalidated. It'll be crazy. He's even further behind on his lap, so that's fair. We'll jump on with Bowden then. He seems to be the furthest along that's on a flyer. Need to do what I do, Michael. Just turn up late and don't know what's happening. Could be 18 minutes, could be 30 minutes, I don't know. While this lap is going on, I am honestly not going to quickly check my Scottish football fantasy team. The other professional streamer.
Six just set a fast sector 1, so
I'll keep an eye on that. If he'll get bored at the end of his lap. I will say here with the football, when it's games that you can physically go to, that you can't go to, it's absolutely horrible to watch. Like knowing that you should be there, it's horrible. And board goes pole, 1:38.901.
wow. Didn't expect him to get pole position.
Still time.
Sticks on the hards though, so.
Fine stick. Quickly send that screenshot to me.
Sticks backed off in the pits. Scar's just ran wide on the corner. No one is
Just
last time.
managed to catch him and no more there, but I think all of your face is good so far. But that's the thing, if you're these guys, there's only less than 4 minutes left. Only half the field have set a time.
Aiden just spun on with that lap.
We'll see where all of your face puts it. He's getting ready for the last corner. I think this might be about 140. And 140.3, so that'll put him into P7. Michael's just starting sector 1. Maitland is just coasting, it seems. He's 1.3 down there. Megastar is in sector 1. Scarborga is just about to start his latest attempt. And Bo did a wee mistake at the end there because he was actually up on his time to finish a second down. Let's try to keep this up to date. JBB is down by 6 seconds. All the faces on an out lap. Can Maitland gain 5/10s?
No, Scar's just invalidated.
Hampy gets out of the way for mates. Let's see what he does. And he invalidates in that last corner and near spin, and that's not going to help Hamp, who's trying to build up for a lap.
Mex's sector purple 2.
He'll be just ahead of the Carlin of Scary Time, so we'll keep on board them and Megastar. Let's see what we can get. 1:38.9 from Bode. Currently is on pole with 2:20 remaining, but here we go. Accelerates to the line. It's going to be a 1:40.1 P7. We jump to Scary Times. We didn't get to get Scary Times in time. He's on pole. 1:38.7. Was as good as David Croft with finding the action. So Crazy Football retires. Pros of Cons retired. They've finished up there. Eros Marcia, cheers to the follow button. Much appreciated. Can we find it's on a lap? Try to find people that haven't set one yet. Give them some.
The only person who shouldn't be setting a lap is Eros, because he's on a qualifying ban. So, and then Ricardo, who joined pretty late just after he started. I don't think he gets to start. He's on a qualifying ban as well, so
They'll be
hopefully be starting at the back.
P19 and P20. Aiden's on a purple sector, although that may be a personal purple sector, but we'll see. The boy does have pace. Let's see if he can fully utilise this here, because if you cross the line, that is going to be your next lap is your last attempt, because you ain't getting around Silverstone in an F2 car, or any car, in 1 minute and 10 seconds. So he takes it tight there, and it is P6 for Aiden, a 1:39.1, so probably 1.4 seconds off pole, which I didn't even notice that DJ Danny took, by a full second.
None of us did.
Wow. Something going. 1:39, 38, 38, 38, 37. So incredible.
How much we don't pay attention to the leaders anymore.
So Scar has got 44 seconds to finish his lap and try again, as he's invalidated. Sticks just started. Hamp has
Hamp's he started as well.
just started as well. Hub is 1.3 seconds up. We're going to stick on board with Hub at the moment, because that would give him an improvement of potentially in the top 4, maybe even if he can keep at this pace. It's very unlikely. Could be looking at P3 if he keeps up that pace.
Yeah, Hubs, Hamp and Stick are the next in line.
and he spins it across the line, he's binned it, he got a P7.
Has he? Oh man, that's
It's a hell of a bin at the wall there. You see Stig was further along than Hap.
Ham's further than Stig. Just
Jump on the Hap bin. Good thing is he'll be just about to come up to the timing for the
Stig's
sector.
just hardest left.
111, 251. DJ Danny has retired. I doubt it'll be as spectacular as the one from Hobby Sinister. Cheers to follow as well, buddy. See how he can navigate this final corner, avoids the corner cut, so he's going to set a time. But this is where Hub lost it. But Hap survives, and it's up to P3 for Hap. That's what Hub wanted. But the Dams car of Nicholas Latifi and Stig right behind in the Trident, up at P4 there. We'll be on board. We've got Scar is at 57 seconds. I think he's just coasting, so I think he's happy with P19. Maybe he might actually get ahead. In fact, Eros Marshy could actually gain positions from not participating.
Scar's just going to abandon it.
I mean, if he sets a lap, he gains a couple places. There's always that to remember.
Yeah, that's true.
And Jez is on a flyer. Is it fast enough to catch up Danny? I don't think so, but it's a chance to get in that 1:38. In fact, given the gap, he might actually.
He has 1 minute 34 to get round.
And Jez is going to cross line. I think this is pole here. It is 1:37.457. That is your pole time. Have a quick backtrack on that there. And that
Just
is
was off track. His last on track is still around.
1 minute and 10. The pressure is on. You can gain 2 places, Scarborger. This is your moment. Everybody else is sorted, so we'll run through the order since we've got 50 odd seconds to do so. Jez and Danny will be your front row. Then it's Hampy and Stig in 3rd and 4th. Scary Times, Bodapick will be 5th and 6th. Crazy in 7th. Aiden 8th. Hubbardine 9th. JB 10th. Goldenback Wolf 11th. Megastar 12th. All of you face 13. The Pros of Con 14th. Mate in 15th, or Mate with TZ Cami in 16th. At the moment it's Eros Marshy in 17th. Mitch in 18th. and Scarborger 19th. As Scar sets a time within the next 26 seconds, which I don't think is looking very likely at that pace, then I think he'll be in P19, and that will mean Richardo will be in P.
Oh, if it says a lap, he'll be P17, so.
He's at 12 seconds, you thinking he's making that round there in 12 seconds?
Nah, he's not making that.
No chance.
Sub 3 minutes. Sub 3 minutes.
I like to be optimistic, but not happening.
Nearly, he was 1 corner away.
So close. I mate, how did PSG win that? I've turned off, I'm sad, fuck Neymar. Oh, I don't. Clock, bedtime reminder, your wake up alarm is for 6:35. Fucking wish it was that time tomorrow, I really do. I think a quick drink before we get ready to go racing. Swear to God, man, every time I type in live.livescore.com, it always brings up fucking the live Malibu feed. I don't need that. So where are we in the league? 8th with 1 point. So the heavens are pouring. So it's very, very Silverstone-esque. With the change in weather, in 28 seconds to make a decision. Who you tipping, James? Who you got? 25 seconds. Pressure's on.
Oh, pressure. I think Danny on for the win.
You feel like even in wet conditions he'll be fine, no spins or anything?
I'm sure he did well last time in the rain. In the first race last week. Yeah, he won in the wets last week. So.
You need to remember as well, thanks to Michael for pointing this one out, I'm back. That means there's going to be a safety car. Since apparently that was missing last week.
No, there'll be more commentators curse for mistakes.
So we are off and we are racing. This is going to be interesting to see. A lot of people going away wide there, breaking points. The Campos there enjoying the wide line.
Taking a new line.
We've got a yellow flag there. Somebody's been spun. I think that might be. Oh, Jez is way wide.
Exceeding track limits.
Just the 10 seconds there. So not an ideal start for the front row man, from P1 down to P13 at the moment. We'll get you all the information he's need, including tyre. Not all on the wets.
Hang on. Eros just took his own teammate out.
Let me try and find that. So as he took out Ricardo?
Ricardo was just rejoining the track going very slowly. He was going straight, and then Eros just drove past him and turned into him.
And he's just spun as well. Eros down there in P19 at the moment. So what information can we get? There's your lap data, there's your telemetry. We do have it on tyres, we'll just put it on position change because everyone's on the wets. That doesn't change. So I think it is going to be 15 laps to the end, unless there's a safety car, someone maybe fancies a fresh pair of wets. Of course no DRS either when you're in these conditions, so already looking pretty decent for the likes of DJ Danny. Scary Times and Stig, who've got a nice wee gap, although Stig is actually looking under big pressure from Hamp. Is he going to make a move? And then Nicholas Latifi Dam's car just gets ahead of Stig. Stig's going to fight it back in the Trident and defends the inside line. Some good racing there.
Going back up, Reed taking the position again from Smax.
Still a lot of positional changes there. Hampy dropping a few places.
Couple places, people in the pits. Pros Cons and Ricardo.
Yellow flag in sector 3. That's someone that's spun right at the end there.
Pros Cons is from wing damage, and Ricardo is.
Marshy spun again.
Wing damage as well.
It's one of those things on an F2 car, sometimes that happens and it can damage your race, but a safety car is always possible. Here we got a yellow flag in sector 1, see if we can get hold of that. Seems to have cleared. See if we get any really close battles. Maitland's going to try and make a move here on Kamsey. Dives up the inside, leaves him a good bit of room. Oh, there's another bit of contact, and there's Maitland spinning round all over your face. Seems to just avoid them. I don't know if that will be one for the steward's office, as Maitland has to wait and allow people to get by. Although if you get back on quickly, you'll be able to join in 17th place. A move there. Hubbard losing 2 spots. Loses there to Wolfie. And Wolfie seems to want to try and make a move on Aiden. Another yellow flag in sector 1. I think that might be Rochalba. So far, biggest gainer, Scarborg up 12 positions. Biggest loser, Jez with 9 dropped. Hubbard losing 4, Pros of Con losing 5. And Ricardo remains where he started in all the chaos. A nice wee battle here. Hamp, JB, Sporgers try to get involved as Danny sits on 155.
B's in the pits.
So possible, can you check if there's possible damage on that car? Because that may have occurred, which caused them to lose the 2 positions.
I will, yeah.
I'm going to follow this battle. Is Sporger going to send it? Did he send it? He didn't.
It's his wing damage.
And we've got a 5-second penalty for Eros Marshy. 5-6 for speeding the pit lane.
Like dealing damage as well. So there's pros and cons again. Oh no, I was right up there.
Check on Crazy, because he's eyeing up Stig here. Two teammates and two tridents.
Euros, yeah, dealing damage.
Just a reminder as always, even though they're in the lower reaches of the grid, top 15 get points here. And when a safety car happens, anything can happen.
Just need to be patient, people give up too easily. I think the race is over after lap 1.
The race is only over on lap 1 if you only have 3 wheels on your car. That would be a little stick at a pool lunch. Well, my show is
Hamilton last in Britain.
more so meaning in F1 2020. Anyway, the Trides are going to try and make a move on another, are they going to keep it clean?
Don't think you can get it in this game anymore, but punch in the last lap, win the race. No.
Good defending there from Crazy. Stig, oh, so close between the two. Yumas, how you doing? Welcome along, man.
Kamzi's on the battle from a live face, going to the final chicane.
I see if there's a move here first. Not so fine. Kamzi down.
Back in where now.
Let's see if all over your face can get a good lunch here and make a move into turn 1 or turn 2. So this is one of the ones in an F1 car, you're absolutely flooring it here, you ain't braking till you get to here.
Tried sending that. Just stinking enough grip going out the corner.
You get Golden Black Wolf taking Ian for 11th place there. Oh, both of them had a wee bit of wobble there. Oh, Crazy and Stig. Try and join that one. These two are neck and neck. Two Trident cars.
Well, that's a big line install.
The thing about their battle is it basically allows DJ Danny and Scary Times to just check out. They won't be suffering from any visibility problems from spray from other cars. They won't be having to defend, they won't be having to waste tyres, they'll just be chilling out. Jez takes Bodepick up to 8th place there for the Campos Racing car over Bodepick in the other unit Virtuosi car, I believe. I think that's the one of Guangzhou, yep. Also glad to say, people, this is all off the top of my head, I have absolutely no notes in front of me. See, I like this battle here, that Hamp has joined right up behind Stig, so that battle with his teammate, and then the two Dams cars following the one of Sergei Sete Camera and Nicholas Latifi's Dams.
I mean, JB and Stig are just be working with their teammates. Stay behind them. There's no point battling, you'll just keep holding the car behind. You're alright.
3-second penalty for the pros of Con. Because the way to look at it as well is, if you don't win the race, you could get a good haul of points here if you're in the top 8. The reverse grid means then you've got another opportunity in the dry to pull away and get a good lap as well.
Saying top 2 now are top 2 in the championship, so it's all about now. Check who's third and 4th. We got Hampton third, 2.5 points behind Scary Times, so that really needs to be close to Michael.
It would be interesting about when you say the top 2 in the championship are 1 and 2, because that would mean in the sprint race 7th and 8th.
Yeah.
Try to come through from the 4th row of the grid.
Yeah, you got Jez in 4th, who's sitting in P9 at the moment. It's not looking great. And gain a place, he might get pole for the next race.
Oh, big thing for Jez though, that 10-second penalty for track limits.
Yeah, maybe doing that.
JB gets one as well, so there's a couple of guys falling foul of that quick left-right, and that could affect them long term. It's one of those ones, you keep it clean, you keep the avoidance of penalties, you've always got the opportunity to claw up a few positions, unless you do an idiotic one-stop strategy in China, yeah, that was me. Not good.
Well, last week, I think Stick didn't hit, and it was raining for the future race. So, all about who stays out longest doesn't hurt. He makes that bold move.
It does look like we are going to be stuck with this for the majority. I don't see this season off within 9 laps, but you never know in F1. Although it's British weather, so expect, well, apart from just now, expect rain.
Playing for the sprint race, yeah. All right.
It's basically, it's kind of one of the two bits of weather you want, yellow flag. It's Hubbardie, I believe.
Yeah, somebody.
I was going to say the two weather conditions you like for real life F1 would be, of course, conditions like this, or absolutely ridiculous temperatures and the Mercedes going, oh, we don't know how to deal with this, isn't it? Yellow flag.
Pros and cons in the pits again.
Is that Maitland? Not Maitland.
That's speeding in the pit lane.
He's retired in the pits. So hope he remembers there is another race. You'll start at the back of the grid, but anything can happen. There's always that opportunity for points. But for a lot of people, it's just a case of, you know, maybe it's their first time in F2 cars, and they maybe get a wee shock to the system and go, oh, these are a bit interesting to handle. As I say, week by week, there's a reason why I do this in my voice and not do my
You're also spun.
actions.
Too much the curve.
It'll be interesting because he's got DJ Danny approaching him.
And he's got really hot tyres. Yeah, he's going full throttle, which is trying it on the straight. So,
And he's just backing off to cool him down and let DJ Danny through.
yeah.
As to not cause a distraction. Jump in this battle here. It's really tight behind the likes of Kreze, Stig, Hamp. It's kind of like a train. It really is. There's Jez with the fastest lap of 1:54.7, so that car does have pace in it. It's all about patience and finding the right move. From Scarborga, but you can see the train ahead, the Stig train. Or is it not? It's a Kreze train actually.
It's crazy train, this one.
And
For 8 for sight.
get a nice move here, possibly side by side, and it looks like the other Campos car is going to make the move, or is Bodapik going to get it back? Now I think it is going to be the Campos car there, and that is going to be 8th and 9th for the Campos team, with Jez just ahead of his teammate Golden and Black Wolf. That angle was brilliant there. You just saw the two battles there and then the battle in the background as well. I really don't know what I'd do in Stig's situation right now. It's a great chance at a podium, but it's your teammates. Like, do you just hold off?
That is Aiden. Aiden's spun.
So we're over the halfway point. Only one
Scott's
retirement.
head.
That's interesting.
First one out of the 6, and that's pros and cons gone.
Let's have a wee look at this pit stop. Is this for damage or is this just to change tyres? And there we go, a very ballsy move to change to a fresh set of tyres, and he's been held up I think. And he's away out of the pits now. We've also got Kamsi in, so a lot of them are maybe just trying something different. Which maybe wouldn't be the worst idea because, you know, if a safety car does appear, then there's every opportunity you're right in it, you're in fresh tyres, you've got a great chance for victory. But back at the front, DJ Danny leads by 7.2 seconds, Crazy a further 7.5 down the line, Stig, the wee gap's opened up to 7.10, so of course he doesn't need to pass Crazy does have a penalty. Richardo is now disconnected from the session of Uncodemaster. And then the two Dams cars of Hamp and then JB with Jez just in behind. We'll be looking to get a move on, because if he can create a gap, I believe at the moment he would be slotting in about P10, so if he can get a bit of pace, he might be looking to try and target that reverse grid pole for the sprint race, which of course will be coming up right after we finish the feature race, unless it's another thing that Cody's has horribly wrong, and you hope it's fixed in the patch. We now have lost timing screens, even better. So we'll try and find battles. A 154.4 for Danny, I think that's Eros again. Nope, it's Maitland this time. A bit of a spin there. Oh, and Camsey, we've jinxed you. Trying to find some bit of a big bit of a train at the front there. Marsha just pulls it away for Wolfie there. It's been interesting to see when Jez, or even if he does get that opportunity to make the move. Smeets is looking for an invite. Did Smeets get back in? Oh, Jez has spun around. I think he did. And he'll rejoin back down in 10th place, which is not ideal for him. There's a yellow flag. Now we're racing again. Let's jump on my Hampy, he's right behind Stig. Be interesting if we get a good enough launch here. We've got a curb used by Stig, so this might give Hamp a chance. Can the super sweet do it? Yellow flag in sector 2. Jez gets a free side penalty. Hamp's going to make the move here. Side by side with the Trident v the Dams. But Hampy manages to take by Stig, and he'll take 4th place. And if he can get a move on, then that podium looks very likely with that crazy penalty. But a 16-second gap, maybe 17 seconds to the leader. In this case, DJ Danny way out in front. Borger gets a time penalty. He's 10 seconds off all over your face. But of course it's on a fresh set of tyres. Keep an eye on this battle anyway, it's quite an interesting one. So DJ Danny basically suffering from Lewis Hamilton issues of way out in front and not getting a chance to see him. Your yellow flag there, I think, was for Eros Marshy or Maitland again.
Back.
Welcome back. I've got Aiden in the pits. Pitting for P13.
Still in one wrong driver.
The joys of being the admin.
Yep. Pros and cons, just quits the race. So I can't handle the cars. Well, that's not our problem. That's your problem to learn, mate. You decide to join the league, you can't handle the car. And then get someone else and quits the bloody server.
Is this another one of someone that's potentially thought, oh, it's F2, that's fine, I'll do this, and hasn't driven an F2 car and realised how much of a pain in the backside there to drive?
Oh yeah. Probably one of those guys, yeah. Yeah, loads of those. Oh, someone's gone off. That is Aiden? No. That is Smikes. Maitland.
So what happens when people change their gamer tag? We'll remember you by your old name and call you that.
It's only a filling one. His wheels glitched.
Ah, that's right. Maybe you see.
He's in the pits again. It's got wing damage, I think.
Interestingly still, by the way, with 4 laps to go, just the one retirement. Where is my safety car?
Big ask.
Can I wait for scary times just to bin it now that he's held that? Jez corners and all sorts of problems with Megastar, and that's going to give Jez at the moment P9, although on penalties you're probably looking about P12 or maybe P11. It'll be nice.
No, I don't. No one's going to pit.
That's a good point. The track is still very wet, but the rain does seem to have stopped. Ricardo's back in. Mitch has got a penalty.
Simply's in the pits.
No, there's not enough time to be gained by changing on any of the soft tyres, and
You lose a good, what, 25 seconds, 30 seconds?
well, depends how realistic it is. An F1 pit stop was about 18 seconds at the weekend there, and obviously the F2 is a wee bit slower, so yeah, depends how realistic it is.
Yeah, about 20 to 30 seconds.
I think you'd probably wait maybe about 7-8 minutes for this to dry out as well, which would take you pretty much to lap 15.
Then you got to fight your way back into traffic, so yeah.
I think
It's not even top 6, so it's not even worth pitting for them until time's coming up.
We're racing to a finish, yep. So Danny's over the line to start lap 12, and scary times 8.5 down the line. His lap time there was just under 2 tenths. Slower than his fastest, crazy over the line with his fastest lap so far, so still not taking a big gap out of Hampy. He gets Stig in P5 and then JB in P6. Wolfie, another impressive showing by him, a nice fastest lap for him on the wets in P7, and Boda's gained half a second on his best lap there. And Jez 1.6 slower.
Couple of hints, it's like a couple of people got penalties for this one. You got... I don't think no one's got any penalties for the feature.
All for the sprint.
All for sprint. Well, the ones that are got him right here.
So the field is starting to spread out a little bit. I think the smallest gap we've got is the 2 seconds between Hamp and Stig, I believe. So Ricardo, well, I say that and I jump right behind Ricardo, and we're on board with Hubbardie. It's your closest fight on the track at the moment, just 2.5 tenths between them. Although they are 29 seconds behind Scar, who I thought it was him that crashed there, but I think it's either Maitland or Marshy again. Considering Maitland's pitted, probably Marshy. Let's see how the virtuoso driver does here against Ricardo, and I believe that is the... I don't know what Ricardo that is. I think it's the Sauber by Shiraz, but I'm not...
Yes, it's Sauber.
There we go, the resident moaning Motherwell fan is in the house. Michael, LMFC. Soon to be returning back to Twitch. Ever popular Twitch singer. Battle. Hamp's gained a few tenths on Crazy. Apart from that, a very, very split field. But then again, if you're Hamp, you just need to manage this because you're well within the penalty range of Crazy. Exactly, DG, you're forgetting that we're a counter-attacking side and tend to do better against bigger sides. But of course you wouldn't remember that, because you just moan about everything. Boda picked up a penalty, so that might help Jez a wee bit.
Yeah. I think no, Jez still has that 10-second penalty.
So he's needing Boda to get a few more of them, so I think... I'd say your top 8 looks pretty secure at the moment, until somebody bends it. Oh, Boda pick a wee bit all over the place, so I think you might see Boda on reverse pole. It would depend a lot on Megastar's penalties. I'm not too sure I've seen his name pop up much.
Jez is on a close battle 1.3.
And could blow the... Oh, Jez got a wee bit wobbly on the curb there. And that gap in third and fourth now is 1.6. Hubbard with the penalty down in 14th place, but that will really affect him because he will remain in 14th, which will pick up, I believe, 2 championship points.
Oh, he's lost it.
Yes, we are the commentator's curse. And Megastar's going to get the launch here. Mostly as well, the balls they changed to go to another set of wets has not really benefited the likes of, I think it was Kamsey and Scarborga that made the gamble, and it's never really paid off for them. The pace has never really been there.
To be honest, this is Kamsey's first point, so it's better than nothing. So he's a good 11 seconds down the road, but he's a good minute, over a minute ahead of AD. So.
Oh, Megastar's got a puncture.
Oh, he's paid.
Puncture that front left tyre.
He has, yeah.
Manage your tyres, DJ Danny.
This is his first pit stop as well, so
I wonder.
people gotta be wary of punches now.
It's a very, very interesting one. I just wonder if anyone else will maybe take precaution or words are hard apparently. It's been a long day.
One puncher, there's gonna be more.
So look through and see if we can see those front lefts. There's a spinner down there, that was Aiden.
I don't see any in the line that's going on these wheels.
So he's on soft, so he's took the gamble that's not paid off. So there's Mitch, not paid off for him. Everybody's easing off a wee bit, I think, or just the track's maybe just not dry enough for dries, but not wet enough for wets. Of course, the tyres you have for Formula 2, no intermediates here.
Yeah, this will be more your into weather. So.
Megastar, I believe, is spun.
Back off a little bit, back to JB.
Jump onto that one, because this is for points. This is for P6. Gives him a good bit of room and respect. It's all going to be down to launch here.
Really going to struggle with those softs. He's put the wrong tyres on.
That was a good move by Wolfie, although the two of them are neck and neck. Who's going to get the better launch here?
Kamsey could have P14 here because he's gaining time with Megastar.
So it seems the ploy for sauce was maybe not the right idea.
Yeah. Why he faces in the pits, he's got a puncher on the last lap.
This is incredible. Will there be more punctures? It's all going to be down to your setups.
He's not going to cross the finish line though. He has to go around again.
Be interesting to see what kind of tire he puts on actually all over your face.
Yeah. He's not a lap down yet, so.
He's went on wets. Who's his gap over Ricciardo? To be fair, he's not going to lose anything. Ricciardo's a good bit down the line, he'll get out before him. But we'll keep an eye on the front runners because, you know, it's all down to set up your tyre pressures, you know, with all these Pirelli tyres, which don't really seem to do a job here. I love how DJ Mike breaks people off after 3 games. We get bored of a move on GB.
At this rate, Aiden will catch Megastar at this rate. Oh no, but Aiden's on softs as well.
Is GB a puncture? Can't see his rear, but the car is going very slow.
Both Prima drivers are really struggling with softs.
Belongs to Chaos anyway.
JB's gone.
Danny wins. Jez at another penalty there. We'll have Simply Mitch cross the line 18. Scary Times takes P2. Krez, he's going to cross the line. No puncture on his Trident, so he's going to take P3. Happy in P4. Stig ended up a good way back. Don't know what happened to Stig.
Jez just lost it. Touched the curve.
Wolfie takes P6. See what Jez is. I think he's got enough of a gap there on JB, who is
Davey's really struggling on the grip. So he's got a puncher and a rear puncher.
It's another puncture then. Bodepik takes P7.
Yeah, his rear right's coming his tyre.
Scarborga, P8.
Allow your faces round the corner. Oh, the battle for P10. He's run
Oh,
wide.
cheers at the last possible moment.
There's contact! Oh, no, there isn't. He's run wide. Oh.
Jez crosses the line, just a no more, all of your faces.
Hang on, Ricardo's here.
This is mayhem. With
Oh,
these
what
punctures.
about He's lost.
Jez is on the line, all of your face takes him.
He's losing his back. He's lost it. His rear end's gone. He's got him. He's pipped him.
And then Ricardo and Hobbity both get JB there.
Oh my god, what a finish. Aiden's gone.
Aiden spins in the line. Kamsey takes 14th, and by virtue of the only person start to finish, Megastar's going to take up a point. Will we find DJ relax, mate? Ask me again in October. When the league hasn't been called off for the coronavirus and players being idiots.
What a finish. Oh.
Absolute chaos, mayhem, whatever you want to call it, that's what that race was. Absolutely mad. But you see, this one is going to be mostly on the hard compounded tyres. It is strictly a sprint race, but it'll be interesting to see if MD takes a gamble and goes for a pit stop. So that was mad. How would you sum that up? Realistic?
People not trying to pit, I think they just went over aggressive on the tyres really. It caused the punches for some people, but people like Danny and Scary, I think they managed the tyres well. But yeah, realistic, this is how it should finish. Danny getting the win, Scary Time second. All them two are on. Ham third. Trident doing well for fourth and fifth. JB unlucky to get 13th.
So Kamsey says there, not too shabby. Michael says his front left finished on 94%.
Oh, they were all close to punches.
Megastar says gutted was on for 8 for 9th if I've got the punctures and no penalties gambled on the dry, which was stupid. Hey,
yeah,
we all make those tyre gambles. I made one on Friday and it failed. It was fucking horrible. And Bod says that Bofi's pace was good. Good sportsmanship. I think we should get Michael LMFC in for Motherwell manager next race. Make it happen. Next race, next match. Make it happen. Live on Sky Sports if you're bored this Saturday night, boys. Cheap plug. That's the wee breather for the drivers, and then we get ready to go racing again.
Yeah, a couple of pens in for this one. We've got Eros on a 10-second penalty, and Krezzy's on 5 seconds, and that's it. It's only 2 people.
I'll still forget.
Oh, I think it's only Krezzy really.
Five red lights, and we go racing in Silverstone. A really good start with the 2 cars at the back there.
I was just expecting the game to hook up again.
And
Every time's
Scarborga
making a few overtake.
for a good lead so far. I'll get you all the information that you need here. We'll keep getting the vols. We'll give you the tyre compounds. Everyone on the hard tyre. Yellow flag, and that is for a wee bit of contact at the back. Everyone seems to be through reasonably good.
Aiden picking up 6 positions. Maitland picking up 4. Scary Town's picking up 3.
And who was the followers there? Jez down 6, Stig down 3, Danny down 3 as well, so...
I'm down 4 to the 5, sorry.
It's a very interesting one. With yellow flag, it's sector 2, and that is...
Jez
we've got contact, there's a spinner, there's damage, and that's Mitch.
Mitch, Camsey and Jez.
Cam's out the side there, Jez floating along. And what I find absolutely crazy, where is the safety car? I listen to later DJ, I don't know if you listen, I'm streaming.
I think he's carried out because he was serving near the back, so one goes and he's just following train around.
3-second penalty for Hubbardee round the outside for Golden Black Wolf. Will he make it stick? He does! And all of your faces left the session.
That's all.
I've got him in the pits as well. He must have sustained damage, and that's going to really kill his race. He's out the session at the moment. That's going to probably put him on the softer compound of tyres. Not ideal. We'll jump on board with this wee battle here actually. A good view of Bode versus Scary Times over right of the hump. And if you're Scary Times and you see DJ Danny down in 10th place, you are absolutely trying to get a move on here. You want to get ahead of Bode as quickly as you can. There's a yellow flag. 3 men in the pits as Mitch and Camsey join all of your face in there.
These guys should have fresh tyres, so it shouldn't really matter.
What normal is that changed all them to the soft compound though? Oh no, fresh hards, it's not too bad.
Or one car actually.
Because my fear was it puts them on softs and then you're like, well that's not going to do 11 laps around Silverstone.
At most they'll probably do 5.
That is a nice wee train here, the top 5. Makes gets a penalty. Crazy a little bit further down the line, but these 5 are dragging each other along behind the car of Golden Black Wolf in the lead, followed by Scar Borger. We'll get our times back up in a second. DJ Danny in the pits as well, so maybe a bit of damage there for the reigning and defending champion.
I'll keep on board with him.
And some random guy called Jay Lucas has left the session. Jez with fastest lap, a 1:40.9. We'll see here what kind of pace he has in the dams. Bode's going to eye up a move here on Borger, I think.
Yeah, he had wing damage.
Better to be safe than sorry, maybe get yourself a couple of points and just keep yourself ahead in the championship standings.
Yeah, AIs on those pros countries really just fall to the back, which should be easy enough.
And the thing as well is he's going to be in a position where he can push because no traffic.
Yeah.
Oh, is this going to be a move here for Bode pick? It's all about setting up. Bode gets a 3-second penalty, so that would promote quite a few drivers in this early stage, but I think there's going to be many more to get penalties. Now with DRS activated, you've got to think the pressure is on Golden Black Wolf. They just can't get close enough to him, and the DRS train carries on. Get GB in the dams taking over Megastar for P10.
Hayden said, oh, Wayne lost his rear end. Oh, trying to overtake Ricardo.
And I must have missed it as well, but Scary Time's now down in P9 when he was up in P4 at one point. So he's dropped a good few places, and of course he wants to try and capitalise with DJ Danny being down in P17.
Unless the contact was with Danny at that point, then we won't know.
Jez with another fastest lap, so he's certainly shown pace in the Campos racing car. I like this battle here between 6th, 7th and 8th. Stig, Ricardo and Aiden all have got that natural pace.
Well, we've got going into 1 and 2 at the moment. We've got these two lads who were first in the second USA race.
Around the old circuit of the Americas.
After what, 6 laps in? In Blackwell for retain a second win.
Well, the two teammates are close. Stig does a wee bit of a switchback. Crazy get a terrible entry to that. Ricardo gets through.
Oh, Hoppity, hand with the outside.
We'll see if we can join that one because this battle is getting tight. Scary Times a 3-second penalty.
Yeah,
Bodeby
just ran wide slightly. Ham just made the clean overtake into the corner. Maggots and Beckett's.
Now with DRS we've got a dive by Ricardo. It's a spin. Talk about replicating Ricardo. Not the same corner exactly, but it doesn't end well there for Ricardo, and Scary Times will get that position, and of course now bunch up right behind, take it back into good points positions. I will say, quite a quiet race so far for Wolfie. Up in P1, nice wee gap ahead of Scarborger, out with DRS range. He's doing well. And the pressure's going to be on Scar now with the likes of Happy and Bode getting.
Danny's lost it.
The question is, where is that on the entry to the pits? It's a safety car. The maxi curse continues.
They must have just lost it. See if we can catch him.
Kamsi will be.
No.
He's disappeared before Kamsi gets there. And if you're somebody like Kamsi, do you pit for softs? No, he doesn't.
Yeah, right time for softs.
Because you're going to be bunched up with everybody anyway, and if you're at the back of the field, I don't see why you don't. Mitch, it's a wee bit more trickier because everyone's right behind you, so you could possibly get lapped.
Oh, nice drive-through penalty.
It's going to ruin Kamsi's race. We'll see what Mitch does. It's still on board with him. Not much to lose, and he carries on. So we're probably going to look to about laps 7 or 8 behind the safety car, and then a 3-lap sprint off.
And another one.
And Wolfie in the lead is going to pit. Now who's going to take track position? Unfortunately for Wolfie, quite a few. Stig is going to pit. Wolfie gets a penalty for speeding in the pit lane. So his gap will...
a lot of people. Oh, 2 people are pitting. 3.
Ricardo in as well. Megastar,
Davey stays
4.
out.
Hubbardie, 5. Jez, 6.
6.
Just gonna
Euros disqualified. That was his 3rd drive-through penalty.
just to... It's a lack of patience behind the safety car, or to catch the safety car.
Yeah, 2. I think he got a 3rd one.
Ricardo's retired as well. I think he's retired in the pits. It's a weird one. Is it maybe the eyes pitting at this point? It's going to cost them. Michael says it hamp spun him. Well, that's not horrible, DJ, but I would have Jermaine Hilton in there. And I agree with Richard Tate, although the defence issues is obviously half of them are injured. Because the safety car nearly swipes out Borga. So who is our highest soft runner? And that would be Wolfie in P8. So if he's feeling brave, there's every chance he could claw himself back into contention. Seedorf, we use Seedorf as an impact sub because he's fast. Game with Celtic getting banned for not playing any matches. So round they go again. See if anyone else takes the gamble into the pits this time. I don't think so.
Nah, I think you get a lot. If you leave it late, you're going to lose a lot of sessions. If you're going to allow your races pit, if you're going to pit, you should have pit first time, really.
Jimmy just summed himself up by summing up Sabre. Oh my god. Why did I have to bring out the safety car? Why did I have to jinx it? Some people are up in 7 hours.
Makes it all the fun.
But this is the negatives to the 3-day weekends.
Just waiting for these three guys to retrain back up and get there. There's gonna be one more lap of this.
So I was trying to sum up there how early the safety car does come in here, because you've obviously got that long hanger straight.
Yeah. Well, if you can catch up before the speed trap. Just wait for Mitch, really.
I don't know how. I never noticed at the time. Stig managed to pit and get ahead of Wilfie on soft compound tyres. Unless that's a glitch. No, he seems to be there on merit.
Unless he, there's only two things here. It'll either be he didn't get out quick enough in his pit box. There's three, really. He was. I don't know. Oh, no, he's just hard. He didn't get out his pit box quick enough. His team wasn't ready for him, or he had a penalty.
Both said that he just spun behind the safety car. We didn't catch it, but also that's another thing to take into account. So these are going to be 7-lap-old hard tyres that are going to need to be heated up. So again, you could be looking at somebody like Stig and Wolfie just blitzing it because their tyres will go up to temperature a lot quicker. And obviously they can rip them to shreds in the space of a couple of laps. Most of the field is caught, we're just waiting on Mitch to get there. And then the full complement that are still in the race, all 17 drivers will be ready to go. Been intrigued to see what kind of start as well we get with Scar Borga, if he backs him up or if he just goes, see ya guys, and he's out of there. Mitch gets a 3-second time penalty. He's obviously belting it to catch up with the field.
Well, leave that, he's got a corner on the way.
Oh, that engine did not sound healthy for non-pay there.
It should be in there.
Well, bet my Lando. You've led half the fucking races I've commentated on.
Safety car is in the start.
So, safety car's away, Scarborger's going to back them up. We'll hold on board on Hamp's car. You can see that all the cars just warming up the tyres all over the place there. It's got a sparse, spread out field there on the track. It'll be interesting to see when Borger goes. The safety car just entering the pits now. And Borger's going to keep them slow. Is he going to possibly wait to that very, very last moment before he decides to just belt it?
It's how clean his restart is.
We're away. It's time to go racing. Take the best camera angle here, there's not too many. Just fly through the field here and see if there's any potential mistakes. A few cars going wide there. With 3 laps to go, you may as well lick it and send it. As Mates gets a 3-second penalty. But this could be interesting for Jez if he can stay out of trouble. There's a potential for a good couple of places. A very good launch there. He's going to get the run on JB. Will he get one on Marshy as well? But can he find somewhere to put the car without getting damage and getting the pass done? There's a bit of contact there. Marshy's ended up the worst out down in P13. Another good move there from Hubbardie. Jez up to P10. Is Hub going to get the launch here?
JB runs slightly wide. Hubbardie gets the outside.
He takes that. There's a battle here. Stig is right in this battle. Jump up with Stig behind Aiden. Scary Times made it back up to P5, so again, all vital points.
Megs is ran wide and Jed's going to go inside. Oh no, he hangs back. Close.
Let's see, get a good launch here. Aiden is right on the rear wing of Scary Times.
Jez has got the inside. He's got him on the next corner.
How brave is Aiden going to get here? Scary Times goes to the defensive line. There's a wee bump of the wheels, but nothing too bad. Mega start with a 3-second penalty there. Oh, and
JB takes a new line.
Aiden away wide there. And this is going to have a chance for Wolfie. He's on the fresh tyres. Makes the stick, P7. Him and Stig were the ones wanting to make a move on those fresh tyres. 2 laps to go, and it's Scarborger leading the way just ahead of Hamp, and then Bodapick, and then Crazy and Scary Times as your top 5. I think Stig's going to get the move on Scary here. He's got the fresher tyres, the softer tyres, a wee bit of swaying there from Scary Times. Remember, you're only allowed 1 move. Scary just blocks him there, just holds a line, and keeps Stig in behind him there, which puts him in the clutches of Wolfie as well. What? No, DJ, I'm certainly not. Let's see if Hamp maybe eyes up a move on Scarborger here. As JB gets a penalty. See if the Univert shows the car of Bodapick can be close to Hampy. Looks like we are in for a last lap shootout. Top 5 all on the hard compound to tyres. The gamble from Stig and Wolfie hasn't paid off at the moment. It's still going to be points, but maybe not the amount of points they were quite expecting at the start. 1 lap of racing with DRS enabled. Jez gets the fastest lap so far. He's got a nice wee 3-second cushion on Hubbardie. Now it's time to really go racing.
Oh, 6 cents on Michael. Oh no, Michael sends on Crazy. Lightface getting the penalty.
Oh, Crazy. Who's going to get a better launch here? Stig way around the outside of Scary Times, so that's going to be P5 for him. And Scary Times will send it back. A wee bit of real contact there.
That's natural. That's not.
Collision at the back, I think it's Mates may have spun. These two are neck and neck.
There's a little car link there. There's a little contact.
Okay, a move here from Jez, right behind Aiden. Backs off a little bit, yellow flag in sector 1 again. I think that's Maitland again. But we've got a 1/10 there deficit. Oh, Scar, that was not a great exit there. He's going to be on the clutches, the last DRS zone of Hangar Straight. This is for it. Is he going to send it? Is it going to be a Swedish victory on British soil? Oh, and Scarborg got out of nowhere. It's going to come down to the last few corners here.
Where that speed come from?
Defends the first line well, the second. It's all down to this. It's going to be a win. penalty pending for Scarborough. Not Hart takes it.
Oh, Aiden's lost it. Lost on the finish.
So
He's lost it twice on the finish. Hubbardy's been.
it wasn't at the time, Jamie.
Oh,
It
wait,
was-
Hubbardy's car's flipped.
Oh my word.
Hubbardly caught it in the air. It's flipped upside down.
So I
Next
don't.
to his car.
Oh my word.
Pros and cons. Yeah, simply we'll get 15.
Where's your screenshot?
I've recorded last time, is that?
Driver of the day goes to Aiden66, and we'll jump through the listings, and then I'm gonna bolt to bed because I'm tired. Terribly. Also find it quite crazy as well that I don't know about yourself, James, but I'm already at tier 30 in this.
Yeah. Tier 10.
It's just think it's too easy to level up. I think Molly said
It
that
is.
as well.
I just not had the time to. I've barely played in the career mode yet. I've got up to China in my team, I think.
Yeah.
Bahrain.
Spain season 2. What went on with Danny? We never caught it on stream. It's just before the pits, so we were
I
never
think
there.
he just like. I think around why I probably touched the apex, sent it maybe.
To answer other questions, the F1 cars have horns. No, Jamie, they just kind of give each other fingers on that. Very verbal over team radio. Fuck that guy who streams AW every week. I tried to look at his on demand to try and watch last week's episode because obviously I can't watch it live because I'm working. So, whoever spun under safety car made Stig gain position, so that would have been the spin by Bode that would have helped Stig in that situation. Anyway, quick rundown. Hart wins, Bode pick in second, Crazy third, Scarborough fourth, Aiden fifth, Scary Times 6, Stig 7th, Jez 8th, Golden Black Wolf 9th, Hubbardy 10th, All of You Face 11th, Pros of Con 12th, Megastar 13th, JB88 14th, and Eros Marshy in 15th. These are all subject to change due to penalties and of course anything that's submitted to the stewards that the stewards may or may not revoke. I'm not a steward, so I don't get any say in the matter, so don't ask me. So apart from that, I'm going to head off very, very shortly. Anything else you'd like to add, James, at all?
No, I'm good.
If that's the case, I will basically say next week we will definitely be back for some F2 action. I have a 5-day weekend from work, so I will be here. In terms of that, for the people that are here for the normal bullshit, not just the F1, I should be streaming tomorrow night with some AEW, so if you like your virtual spreadsheets, check us out there. And of course check out VFL F1, because of course Friday is race night and we are at the Netherlands. And hopefully we'll have a decision and what the fuck is happening the week after, because I don't know, nobody knows, it's fucking confusing. There we've got an exclusive, see, I've coaxed them into it, we've got an exclusive for James, there we go, that's how you get your exclusive, boys, just coax them into it, and we're fine. But anyway, as always, James, thanks for joining me, folks, thanks for watching, and I am going to go and hopefully get some sleep, uninterrupted, preferably, with no thunderstorms. So until next time guys, I'll see you later on.